Hey everyone, this is my Patreon Proud reaction to the 5th episode of Owarimonogatari, Sodachi Lost Part 1. And last episode, yeah, that was quite an episode. It was basically Araragi trying to figure out the mystery of Sodachi, Why does she hate him so much, That was a big part of it, but yeah, because he wanted to apologize to her, you needed to know what he's apologizing for because she's the kind of girl that would get even more mad if you give a half-hearted apology, so basically with Ogi to help tried to figure that all out, and we learned a lot of things, like the fact that they were not meeting in some random abandoned building. It was just her house, and it sucked because it sucked. She was dealing with a lot of horrible family stuff, domestic violence, and just wanted Araragi to help, and Araragi did not help, and yeah, that's kind of where we're at now. So he wants to talk to her. He went up to the door, went inside. I think it was being kind of vague on whether or not Sodachi was even in there, but yeah, I'm a little bit nervous because when they do talk, how is that going to go? They talked once before, a couple episodes ago, and we saw how that went. Just... Yeah, I'm a little bit worried. But we do need to talk, guy. We need to talk at some point. We can't avoid it. If we want to get through our issues, we got to talk about these things, and if that happens, I'll see it. So, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but let's just get into it. It says Sodachi lost, so I never know whether or not that's sort of thing's supposed to be taken literally or not. Like, are we gonna have to go look for her behind trees or something, or is she just emotionally lost, or both? In this show, probably both. Anyway, let's get into it and find out. 3, 2, 1, play. Let's... Thank you for clarifying that, Aragi. Okay. I don't find that super helpful, Araragi. I'm sorry to tell you that. Okay, that should go well. Right. That's a hard one to answer. I mean, are there enough characters in the world? I didn't even bring my notebook. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. But anyway, new opening. That's what I'm going to focus on. Gotta turn the volume a little bit just because this already looks really great. Huh. I didn't know she had a sister, but there you go. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Don't do that, please. Oh, wow, okay. She is quite close to her sister. That's good to know. I was not ready for that. That's just so cute. I could just watch that all day. Could that be the rest of the show? Yeah, it's just a beautiful scene. I'm not sure about the fire. Like how... I'm not sure how I'm supposed to take the fire. Because there was a noticeable amount of that in the opening. I almost want to really delve into that, but we don't got time for that. Well, you're remembering eventually, that's what matters. You're setting her up again. I have missed that line, so thank you. What does Ogi-chan know? That's still the biggest mystery. Because she seems to know everything, but she says she doesn't, but... Oh, where are we? Okay, sure. It's hard to say. If she's not behind us, she could be ahead of us. I would never underestimate Sodachi, personally. Or... I think I said Sodachi there, my bad. She's still on my brain. Indeed. I really do like this environment, though. Yeah, we don't need any more of that. Adaragi. We don't need to add to the harem. Definitely not Ogi. uh, Alright. Not really. Well, you have your words, I have mine. But, I mean, Ogi's kind of making everything happen, let's be honest. I'm sure they'll find them, Hanakawa. I mean, we're kind of talking about a couple different topics here, right? Ogi and Sodachi. This is why I'm getting kind of confused. Adaragi just sliding like a boss. Doesn't help that Ogi and Oikuda sound kind of similar. That's what's really throwing me off. That you know of. Wow, that background. Well, yeah, obviously, you're the one she cares about. And that background is just really distracting. Very distinct look to it. Oh wow, that's a line. That's concerning. Yeah, where was our destination? Did we ever mention that? Oh, 4. It's the number of death. Oh, well, that text went way too quickly. So her current home, okay. And maybe we'll meet her sister there. So she was not in the classroom, right? Well, she did have a rough bit as well. Okay, in that order, because... Yes. I mean, we're clearly going to Oikura's place. Sodachi. I mean, it's not that hard of a decision, I guess. I'm wondering a lot of things. Is that Ogi? That's Ogi's voice. Yeah, I would never mistake it for anything else. I sometimes hear Ogi's voice in my nightmares. Not even joking. Did we? I don't remember that, and that's oddly specific. I don't really believe you, Ogi. Although, I also don't really understand you. Yeah, I'm positive I didn't say that. You're just putting words in my mouth now. It's a good question. Man, those eyes just freak me out, especially when she doesn't say anything. Even if you break a promise, you gotta be cool about it. Promise that probably never existed. No, the real one, the current one. Wherever she is now. Moo. Yeah, you do talk in front of her too much. Oh, you terrify me, Ogi. What? I can't tell how serious she's being. That'd be a hard route. Insulting him's not gonna help get out of him words. But as always, he's very loose-lipped in front of her. But how is she forcing you to just talk so much? I mean, that's the question. Well, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, should like with an ant or something, or no? Okay, okay. Just the way Ogi talks is just so unsettling. Like, props to Ogi's voice actress because just I think she does what she needs to do so well with the character. What could happen there? Is that why Hanakawa came? Yeah, don't want rumors about cheating on Senju to get around. That'd be pretty bad. Staplers would be in your future. So basically, as always, pulling the strings to make Hanakawa go. Well, too bad, Ogi. Define good for me. But he was with Hanakawa, wasn't he? Yeah, is that good? No, it's not. Are you? Because you're apparently a girl or a boy when it's convenient for you. Yes, I think there's still more left to recall, though. I just would not. I don't want you to be involved, Ogi. That's somehow even more terrifying. What are you, Ogi? Well, her magic, Her dark magic as... Okay, that's how he saved him. Hanakawa stepped up herself. That's why she's so concerned about Ogi, because she straight up, yeah, saw this. Saw the manipulation. So yeah, good thing Hanakawa was around. Hanakawa, talk some sense into this man. Slap Ogi for me. Because I have actually wanted to see Hanakawa and Ogi interact. They're probably not going to do much of that here, but it's pretty... still something. Like an evil bit on one shoulder, a good bit on the other shoulder. That kind of thing. You don't sound shocked. I mean, you never do. I mean, you never sound like your emotions change. Is that true? I think it's around that time. I mean, I don't know, actually. Timelines confuse me in this show. It's because you... some kind of mind shenanigans with you. I mean, he has unusual memories with everyone. Don't think you're special, Ogi, in that regard. But yeah, if anyone can have a chance against Ogi, it's Hanakawa. Oh man, this showdown is what I always wanted. This is always what I wanted. Oh, oh, damn. Oh man, this is great. Haruaki just a bystander. That's who she must be referring to. No, you're not. You're a fake niece. Shinobu said as much. As he should be. Oh, damn. We are just shots fired all over the place here. You can't let that go, Hanakawa. Slapper. Yeah, you're clearly being mean. She keeps saying that. I'm trying to decipher what she means by that. That line, I don't know anything, you know everything, to Araragi. Narration. Because the line obviously has a lot of meaning, I just can't quite get it. And yeah, she finally conceded. Now I know why he went with Hanakawa. So, do we just go to Senjikahara's place before we head over to Sodachi's? But we didn't show that part? Is that what's the thing is? Because I'm pretty sure they were on their way to Sodachi's when we saw them early in the episode. So I don't know. Uninvited is a good word for Ogi. The one you met 3 days ago? Yes, as Oshino's niece, you should know that. The Grateful Crane. That doesn't help me. He's kind of literally everyone. Again, don't feel special. Well, as long as they're a cute girl, you know. There's a bit of a prerequisite. Oh. Oh. Okay, that's where it starts. That was such a cool shot of Hanakawa, though. She did complain about that. Yep, no pregnancy will happen on Hanakawa's watch. Or maybe 2 will, who knows. Oh, okay then. It's been way too long. We need to do that again. Preferably another shower scene. You tell her, Hanakawa. You're really stretching to talk down to her now. Okay, that was a stretch. Yes, you know, the guy that's all concerns right over there. The options. I mean, it's a pretty easy option for me. I do not want to be around Ogi any more than I need to. Well, if we're talking that way, I mean, I got some instructions. Got some demands. It's just sweating bullets. The Hoget says it all. Yeah, it's the only thing Ogi can say right now. Because no other reason would be to not choose Hanakawa. I mean, Hanakawa volunteering for this, like, it's not inconveniencing her. We don't need your detective skills, Ogi will be just fine without them. Don't do it, Araragi. Don't do it. The trap. Maybe literally. Okay, we are sold. And to the highest bidder, Hanakawa. Oh my god, I kinda can't believe she just said that. That is a very unlucky number. Like, Jesus. Probably. In the unluckiest room possible. Buddy, I read that as building at first and was confused. You were just avoiding it. How could you forget about Sengoku? Yeah, I guess you did kind of forget about that too. So many stairs. Do they not have an elevator? I guess they wouldn't. I mean, Sengoku would have left last memories onto me. He was adorable. Right? Yeah, what if she's completely naked while opening that door? It'd be amazing. The chain. Yeah, that makes sense. Man, that voice too. I believe you, Araragi. Don't worry. I understand. Okay, I see what you're saying now. The fact that she offered that at all meant it was pretty important. I hope Hanako still pays up, though. Let's not think about that. I kind of wish I saw that previous scene now to make Hanakawa look like this. Surprise. Okay. Are they cute pajamas? I think she had enough of talking to Sodachi. Getting some good ideas for Dojinshi now. It's pretty much exactly what I was thinking, yeah. I mean, we'll see. Supposedly he's not, but depends on who you believe. Man, I don't think I've ever been afraid to enter an apartment room in an anime before. Yeah, it was about time for it to end. I figured it would end there. I want to watch the next episode. I want to watch the next episode now, but I can't. I got other things I gotta watch and react to and do in the day, but I want to watch more. Yeah, this was a pretty great episode, which is true of literally every episode of the season so far. Whew. I just love how Hanakawa walked back down looking so exhausted, like, okay, I'm done. Araragi, just go up there. It's just in her pajamas, whatever, it's fine, just go. But man, I think more so than any other episode, we really got to see Ogi's manipulation. Like, it was pretty blatant this episode. Like, no outside perspective could look at that and be like, yeah, Ogi's trustworthy. Yeah, go with her. She's got your best interest in heart. We did not see Sodachi's sister, though, so... Hopefully we do at some point. But anyway, that was the fifth episode of Owarimonogatari, part 1 of Sodachi Lost. And we did find Sodachi. She's in there. You know, we heard her voice. Hanakawa talked to her. Araragi hasn't talked to her yet, so it's kind of questionable how that's going to go. But we're there. So, yeah, at the beginning of the episode, we were talking about Ogi and about how to describe her in a sentence, and I didn't get much out of that, I'll be honest. You know, Oshino Ogi was just Oshino Ogi. I'm sure there's deep meaning behind that, but it goes over my head. I mean, it's not a wrong statement, but it doesn't tell me much. It was funny how I mentioned Araragi being a fool, because, you know, he kind of is. And then we saw the opening. Man, that opening was great. Because, yeah, we saw someone that quite clearly looks like Sodachi's twin sister, and that could obviously add a very interesting element to the show. We haven't seen the sister in the show at all yet, but it could be a thing where we've already seen the sister, but since they're twins, we don't know which is which. They could be doing some shenanigans with that, which would be interesting. But yeah, just seeing them together in the opening, it was some really cute stuff. Just forehead touching, kissing. Like I thoroughly enjoyed a lot of that. So yeah, I definitely want to learn more about that relationship if that's a thing. Because they seem to get along pretty well in the opening, but we haven't heard anything about her in the show, so I don't know. I wonder if all the weird visuals we had of Sodachi in the previous opening was kind of foreshadowing her having a sister, which would be interesting. So, yeah, first thing we saw with Araragi was him walking with Hanakawa, going to, not Ogi's place, Sodachi's place. Oikura is what they call her in the show mostly, so I should probably start calling her that. I don't know, which is her family name? Let's see if I can just go to that real quick, MyAnimeLIst page. Yeah, Owarimonogatari. Yeah, Oikura Sodachi. So, yeah, Sodachi is her given name, Oikura, so yeah, if she doesn't have a sister, I should just call her Sodachi, because that would avoid confusion, so yeah, I'll continue to call her that. Although, technically, if I called it Oikura, I would never be wrong, but let's get over that. But yeah, we had a decent amount of Ogi stuff in this episode, like I said. Basically trying to, as always, she is just trying to manipulate things. I do want to mention that earlier I mentioned something about Ogi's voice actress being great, because whenever Ogi speaks, like almost always, she sounds very disconnected to what's going on, right? Like, the show has been kind of trying to build her up as a bit of a puppet master, somebody that sets up the stage and performance, like puts the actors there and just like go, and then just kind of watches it as an outsider, like an outside perspective. Like, she's not really involved in the story, she's outside of the story, but controlling the story. That's what she's always kind of come across as. And I think the way she speaks very much conveys that. Like, whenever she says comments like, I'm so shocked or I'm so sad, like, she never sounds like she's any of those things. She very much sounds like she's just playing a role that she's not into at all. So, I just think she does a great job of conveying that, so I just wanted to talk about that. That's why every time she speaks, it's just so unsettling, you know? She doesn't feel like she really believes anything she says. Like, she's just saying what she feels she should say to make a certain thing happen. It's just very weird, very unsettling. So anyway, we got a lot of that in this episode. Her just trying to control Araragi to do what she wants. And what she wants to do is she wants to be involved in these Sodachi shenanigans. Like, she began this whole thing with a classroom sealed situation. And she's very much trying to insert herself into Araragi's life, into the situation, to be a big part of what's helping him. Why is she doing this? I am not exactly sure. Like, I still don't quite understand her. But she definitely, very clearly, was very, very much pushing for that. And then Hanakawa showed up, and it got so much better when Hanakawa showed up. She is like, no, I saw a little bit of this from over there. I see what's happening. I know what's happening. I don't trust that girl. Araragi, stop. Don't go over there. Don't listen to her. Don't. Just stop. And Araragi, Ogi versus Hanakawa, something I wanted for a while. To actually get a little bit of that was incredible, because this is what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted, a showdown between Hanakawa and Ogi, with Araragi just kind of cowering in the corner. You know, just, that was great. The back and forth, like shots fired back and forth, it was great. I don't know what more I could possibly have wanted out of that. Just, Hanakawa, she stood her ground, like she made sure this happened. She said the magic words to get her Araragi to choose her. And it all worked out. I did like Araragi clarifying that it wasn't the act itself that persuaded him, but the fact that Hanakawa was willing to say that, was willing to offer that, meant that this was very important. So, it could just be an excuse. You know, it could just be a little bit of A, a little bit of B, but it's good to have that extra element in there regardless. I'll give Araragi the benefit of the doubt, you know. So, yeah, that was a nice chunk of the episode. And we made it to the apartments, 444, which, yeah, for an unlucky number in Japanese, to have three fours like that, that is not good. That is not good at all. Not in the slightest. But like I said, Hanakawa went up there first to make sure everything was fine, that she didn't open the door looking indecent and making things more awkward. But she's like, I don't care. This is just Araragi. He could see me wearing literally anything, literally nothing. I don't care. It's whatever. It's just Araragi. Just who cares? So then that was great. So yeah, from that point, just a potential doujinshi immediately popped into my head, as it usually does in those sort of situations. So I am curious what her pajamas look like. But that's something we'll figure out next episode, which I very much look forward to watching, because, man, have we been building up this next interaction between Araragi and Sodachi quite a bit. We'd only heard, like, I think maybe one line from Sodachi through the door, but that's all it takes. That's all it ever takes with Sodachi to really know just kind of how she's feeling. So, not any better. I don't think she feels any better than the last time she talked to Araragi. Which makes sense. I still am not ready for that conversation, though. I want it to happen. I look forward to it, but I'm also not ready for it. That sounds very contradictory, but it's how I feel, so. But yeah. Probably all I really got to say on the episode. I keep thinking about that opening. I'm probably gonna watch that opening a few more times. That was a really good opening. I really can't extrapolate much meaning from it right now. I probably will after I watch it a few more times. Because, what do we have? We have the two of them in the snow. which kind of invokes a bit of sadness and aloneness, I think, the snow. And we had a little bit of fire. Like, is this tiny flame supposed to represent Araragi? Because her home, it's all cold and horrible, and Araragi's like represents this little flame that she's brought to herself in an attempt to warm her up, make herself feel better. Is that the symbolism we're going for? Because that's all that comes to mind. Because we had fire being fairly prominent, but not a lot of it. And she carries it with her, you know, to her sister, who also has a lantern, which is not lit. So, is she trying to bring Araragi in to help her, not so much for her own sake, but for her sister's sake? I'm trying. I'm reaching here, guys. I'm trying to work my noggin to try to figure things out. Because it was definitely come across as some comforting each other sort of bit there. I mean, yeah, definitely. You know, they kind of blended into each other. Like, I don't know if there's any meaning in the coming together bit. Like, did there used to be two sisters and then we had supernatural shenanigans make them into one? The show might do that. I don't know. It's hard to say. Or they could just represent them swapping places or pretending to be each other. I don't know. That's basically as much analysis as I can do with that opening, so take what you can get. It's what I got. It's what I got, so I'm sure we'll learn more truths later on, so until then. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.